London sulong edukalidad. It is a very tough, challenging, and exciting task to balance our existing programs with the immediate and urgent necessities at this time. My due respect to our Regional Director, Dr. Evelyn R. Fitalvero, CESO 4, to our Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Fiel Y. Almendra, CESO 5, to our CLMD Chief, Dr. Isidro M. Biol Jr., to our Education Program Supervisor in Journalism, Dr. Gladys S. Assis, to our brilliant resource speakers, education program supervisors in the different divisions, school paper advisors, co-teachers, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the regional webinar on the development of self-learning kit on campus journalism for special program in journalism. To formally open our program, may I request everyone to give respect to our Philippine flag as we will sing the Philippine national anthem, and this will be followed by an opening prayer through the multimedia presentation.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Nakasword ka, Mama Kusin? May webinar ba kita kuman? Nahala ko ng checking. Kano siya schedule mo kuman checking?
Anthem 21. So, pila na?
Apon na kang kamusin.
Our ever-loving Father, the core of every reason, the source of truth, you who made the earth and the heavens, are the ultimate goal of every knowledge seeker, the infinite wisdom, the cause of all that is good. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to gather together as a community, despite the challenges we face each day. Yet you remained and gave us strength to carry on the responsibilities of bearing intelligence and using them for better purposes. We now humbly ask you to join us in our endeavor to explore the wonders of life in the world for knowledge's sake, that in whatever we learn today, we become more grounded to you, who is truth, who is love. We pray that you bless our speakers, the fount of your infinite knowledge, that they can share something worthwhile despite the limited time we have. They can channel all they know and share to us the beauty and truth of living as your child. We pray that you guide our participants, the seekers of your boundless knowledge, that they may continue to persevere in the search and be deemed worthy to share what they learn from today's session. Sanctify us, O Lord, not because we are worthy of it, but because we believe in your love and mercy, that at the end of the day, we can take home something that's amazing and meaningful. This we ask and pray through Christ our Lord.
Before we will proceed to our program, let me share with you this etiquette in Google Meet platform.
Mga iring sa CTI.
First,
Lima na sila kapupitol.
find a quiet location. Second, check your headset for good sound. Third, listen for expectations. Fourth, use the chat box for questions. Fifth, wait for your turn or let the facilitator acknowledge you to talk. And the last one, which is very important, to have a smooth flow of the program, mute when not talking. I think everything is clear and everyone is now ready. By the way, aside from our participants and resource speakers in the Google Meet, we are also live via Facebook. So, for those who are already connected to our FB platform, thank you for your virtual presence this morning and kindly share the link for the other teachers to connect. Thank you very much. This time, may I give the virtual floor to our Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Fiel Y.
Mga
Almendra,
ano,
CESO 5, for his opening remarks.
Our regional director, Ma'am Evelyn Fitalbero, Sir Isidro Biol, the chief of the CLMD, colleagues from the regional office, participants to this very important activity of the region. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, ARD.
Good morning po. Others might wonder who is that unfamiliar face in the virtual floor. It's me po. I am the new Assistant Regional Director of DepEd Caraga Region. I have just assumed office. Actually, my first day of service was last July 1. And I have reported to our regional office on July 2. And this is the first webinar that I have attended for my new region, our
basta yung mga
region, Caraga
kikidirate,
region.
malapaso na to.
I know that you have already, or you are already familiar with the guidelines and the policies issued by the central office concerning our self-learning modules and self-learning kits. I don't think I need to relay that one to you because I'm sure you're even more familiar and more knowledgeable about that certain circular. And because that merits a circular coming from the central office, it just goes to show that our activity today is one very important activity, and this is for the benefit of our learners. Dahil dito din, isa ito sa mga magiging basihan kasi dito nakasalalay ang magiging degree ng learning of our learners. Although we don't have a definite tool yet, clear tool of how to assess the learnings of our learners using distance learning, we are anticipating that in a few months or a few weeks, we will be able to develop such assessment tool. So all we have to do is just to sustain the gains. We need to learn to know how to sustain the gains that are made because of our endeavors. That despite the pandemic, although maraming ayaw na marinig ang salitang pandemic because that's very toxic to them, paulit-ulit na lang, but we need to face the reality na hanggang ngayon ay nasa pandemic pa rin tayo. And we are already about to end the school year na ganun yung ginagawa natin. Nandun pa rin tayo sa distance learning. And I know most of you know already the opening of classes, the suggested opening of classes for next school year is August 23, but the regional directors would have to propose a final date still, and there are a lot of proposals moving it to September 2021. We will just wait for the final announcement. Kasi yung mga regional directors kasi ang kinukuhaan ng idea at pinapag-propose kung kailan talaga tayo mag-open ng ng school year for school year 2021-2022. At matunog na baka ito ay gawin sa September 2021, although there are legal implications concerning that one. Kasi doon sa batas natin last week of August lang hanggang last week of August lang ang pwede tayong mag-open ng classes for the school year. But we need to have ways forward for our self-learning kits development kasi ang iisipin natin is not just short term or hindi lamang ito gagamitin for a short period of time, but we can use this. We need to plan for the use of these kits kahit na nasa face-to-face na tayo. And yung inaabangan nating limited face-to-face instruction, aabangan pa rin natin kasi every month the President is making an announcement every last week of the month. We do not know kung during the last week of this month mag-announce ng iba naman, hindi na suspension of face-to-face classes. Makapayagan na yung limited face-to-face, hindi natin alam. Depende yan sa takbo ng pagbabakuna ng mga tao. If the targeted percentage of vaccination would be reached by the end of this month or by August, so baka nga may chance na payagan tayo na magkaroon na ng face-to-face instruction. We are not certain. Pero kahit na nasa limited face-to-face instruction na tayo, hindi yan ibig sabihin na yun na yung normal natin. Ang magiging new normal pa rin natin is distance learning at yung limited face-to-face would just be an alternative mode of instruction. So parang mababaligtad muna ng ilang months or ilang years. And although the teachers had a lot of difficulties dahil sa pag-adjust to this new strategy of teaching, yung ngang distance learning, this pandemic has brought us a lot of revelations. Kasi lumalabas doon yung mga talento ng teachers in the arts and even in broadcasting. And ang masasabi ko lang is that every day should be a learning experience for all of us. Sabi nga ng isang basketball coach, si Tad Baldwin, every day is an opportunity for us to get better. So yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa lahat.
Thank you, ARD, and we are glad to have you in our region. To explain to us the purpose of this webinar, ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our Curriculum and Learning Management Division Chief, who is celebrating his birthday today. Let us welcome him with our birthday greetings. Our birthday chief, Dr. Isidro M. Biol Jr. Sir.
Happy birthday,
Thank you
Chief.
very much.
Chief Isidro Biol, happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lindy. Thank you very much, ARD.
See you again soon.
Thank you very much.
I will be celebrating with you
Yes,
your
ARD.
birthday once we meet personally again. Thank you.
Yes, po, ARD. My due respect to our Regional Director, Dr. Evelyn R. Pitalvero, to our newly assigned Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Phil Y. Almendra, to the prime mover of this regional webinar, Dr. Gladys S. Ases, to our brilliant resource speakers. By the way, I have seen the Chief of Surigao Division, CID Chief of Surigao Division, Dr. Jemna Pobi. I have seen also the Chief of Dinagat Islands Division, Dr. Lope Papeleras. Asa pa maning uban ani. And to all the CID chiefs who are in the platform, our division journalism coordinators, our school heads, if they are in this platform, our teacher participants, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to everyone. I would like to welcome you all. In fact, you have been welcomed already by our assistant regional director. This is a very special welcome to the participants of this regional webinar on the development of self-learning kit on campus journalism for special program in journalism, because this is very much important, particularly that we need to be equipped, we need to be ready for the implementation of special program in journalism for the next school year 2021-2022. And we could not also wait for the opening of classes to prepare. That's why we are going to prepare ahead of time in order that we can really see the beauty of the implementation of campus journalism in the different schools. Ladies and gentlemen, we have three important objectives of this webinar workshop. The first one is to develop a self-learning kit for special program in journalism. I've understood that all our participants from the schools that are offering special program in journalism are also in this platform, and I think we have also our school heads of these schools offering special program in journalism. It's very much important also to know what is self-learning kit. What is the difference between self-learning kit and self-learning modules? This will be elaborated further by our brilliant speakers later on. Number two objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to formulate objectives that cater to the students' needs in SPJ, Special Program in Journalism. There are so many special programs actually under my care in the Curriculum Learning Management Division, and our coordinators are working also in order to come up with a webinar just as the same like this activity done by Dr. Ases. Number three objective is to enhance the knowledge, skills, and attitude of participants in the development and quality assurance of self-learning kit. So there should be quality assurance also after having developed the self-learning kits, in order that the participants can bring along with them the quality assured self-learning kits. And I am hoping that all our participants can really develop the self-learning kit as what has been emphasized in our objective. Because only those who have developed self-learning kits and quality assured self-learning kits to be given the certificate of completion, certificate of commendation. So may I encourage all those who are also in the Facebook Live to also craft your development and the development of the self-learning kits, because these are actually your materials to be used during the opening of classes come 2021-2022 school year. So I hope that these three objectives of this regional webinar will be achieved at the end of this training. Congratulations in advance once again to the prime mover, Dr. Gladys S. Ases, for working heaven and earth in order to really invite our brilliant speakers who have been working with DepEd Caraga as far as journalism is concerned. In fact, our brilliant speakers have actually brought us to the national level contest for National Schools Press Conference. Once again, thank you very much in advance for a very good engagement, and I hope that we can develop the best self-learning kits at the end of this seminar. Once again, good morning and thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And in behalf of DepEd Caraga family, we wish you all the best in your 60th birthday. This time, may I give the virtual floor to our CLMD Education Program Supervisor in Journalism, Dr. Gladys S. Asis, for the recognition of participants.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Naka-off yung mic, ma'am.
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yes,
Naka-off
Ma'am
yung
Ardy.
mic.
Oo, pwede ako lang
Hindi.
muna so that I can immediately go to the next virtual meeting for our
Okay,
vaccination.
okay po, Ardy.
Thank you.
Sige po, Ardy. Can you introduce Miss Landy? Can you introduce our director? Miss
At
Landy.
this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, let us lend our ears to the message of our regional director, Dr. Evelyn R. Fitalvero, CESO 4.
Thank you, Miss Lindy. My cordial greetings to our new Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Fiel Almendra. I'm happy that he has joined us today. Happiest birthday. Yes, ARD.
Good morning, Ardy.
Good morning, ARD Attorney Fiel Almendra, Caraga Region. I know that you are warmly welcoming our new Assistant Regional Director, Attorney Fiel Almendra. My warmest, happiest birthday greetings to our CLMD Chief, Dr. Esteban Jr. Paret.
Thank you. Thank you, Ardy.
Welcome to Club 20. That is 20%.
Yes.
We can now enjoy the 20% discount. I hope you are
Yes, that's
happy
right.
with that. Kasi ako, happy na sana ako last year. Kaya lang, in LCR, ano pa pala ako? 59 pa. So, gusto ako maging qualifier to the Club 20 and looking forward to that because of our maintenance. You know it, no? Mahal na ating mga
Yes, Ardy.
Okay.
Yes, po.
Our regional journalism coordinator, Dr. Gladys S. Asis. Our resource person, Dr. Gemma B. Espadero. Mr. Jason O. Villena. Mr. Marvin Inderes. Our CID chiefs in attendance. To all our writers, editors, our illustrators, our layout artists, a blessed, happy morning to all of you. Our task here is to develop a self-learning kit for special program in journalism. Considering the nature of this task, we need people who can produce quality outputs. Since all of you enjoy the advantage of having a good command of the English language, you know very well that it is also a highly nuanced language. When we say self-learning kit, we do not mean that it is the kid that learns, but the kid or the learners. The phrase may be grammatically correct, but it can mean two or more different things. So you see, the title of the activity itself suggests that we must choose words carefully to avoid misconceptions and confusion. It is because we are dealing with young minds who are still grappling with the intricacies of the language. The self-learning kit that you will develop, the objectives that you will formulate, And the knowledge and skills gained from this webinar must serve the students' needs in campus journalism. The last thing that we want is the post on social media depicting the errors in depth ed learning materials. However, I am sure you are all aware of this, especially during the early part of the school year and even up to this time. It is a reality that we cannot deny and need to accept. And the good thing is that DepEd Caraga has never experienced that situation. Kaya virtual clap sa lahat ng mga Caraganons, especially to the chief, the overall manager, no, the birthday celebrant. Congratulations. It is a testament to the high quality of our produced learning materials and the competence of our teachers. I commend the great job that you have done. That said, the quality assurance of learning materials is crucial in this training. Our resource speakers are masters of their craft.
Te, gaya
I
ko,
am
di mo t-shirt
confident
eh.
that they can give
Easy.
you all the necessary tools and motivation to develop the self-learning kit on campus journalism
Dry,
or the
dry.
special program in journalism. I believe that you are the
Gamay ra
best
kay limpyo
persons
ko
to
ra.
do the job. Do not mind the high expectations and the pressure of being regarded as such.
Sa eyeglasses.
Your participation in this training is an opportunity for you to grow in your career. It is a way of expanding your social territory and influence in the field of campus journalism. I assure you that beginning today, a challenging yet exciting journey for and through education has opened up for you. All you need to do during this entire webinar is to give it all your attention and time. That way, you will become productive, not only today, but in all the days of your life here in DepEd Caraga. May this 3-day webinar accomplish what it sets to do for the benefit of our learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat. You are considered as modern day heroes, especially in this time of the pandemic. Have a very nice but productive day, everyone, and may God bless us always. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you also for encouraging us to do our best to give quality education to our students despite the health crisis that we are facing right now. Again, thank you very much, ma'am. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, may I give the virtual floor again to our CLMT Education Program Supervisor in Journalism, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Gladys S. Assis for the recognition of participants.
Gladys.
Gladys.
Hello, Gladys. Landy, do you have the list of those who will be acknowledged?
Sir,
I
sir,
think Gladys.
sir, can I be heard na po? Sir, can I be
Yes,
heard na
okay.
po? Okay, okay, sir.
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Sorry, may technical glitch lang po. Okay. To our Regional Director, Dr. Evelyn R. Fitalvero, CISO 4, and to our Assistant Regional Director, the newly assigned, Attorney Fiel Y. Almendra, CISO 5, and then our Curriculum and Learning Management Division Chief, Dr. Isidro M. Diol Jr., who is also celebrating his birthday today. To the Education Program Supervisors in CLMD, CID Chiefs in the 12 divisions, LR Managers, School Paper Advisors, and Special Program in Journalism Teachers, and all of the DepEd personnel and attendants, not just in this platform, but also to our participants viewing our activity in our FB live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my pleasure to acknowledge all of you in this regional webinar on the development of self-learning kit on campus journalism for special program in journalism. So to start, I would like to call the Division Special Program in Journalism Coordinator to introduce to us the CID Chief and the Division LR Manager and the number of participants coming from their school's division, the number of writers, illustrators, content and language editors, and the members of the quality assurance team. Okay, so shall we start first with the Agusan del Norte Division? Okay, Agusan del Norte Division, the SPJ focal person is Madam Fe M. Dizon. Ma'am Fe?
Thank you. Yes, Doc. Thank you very much, Doc. Blessed morning, everyone. For Agusan del Norte Division, it is with great pride and honor that I will introduce to you our Chief Education Supervisor in the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Raif Rosina T. Abao. Our LRMDS Manager, as of the moment, is only an OIC. We have Mr. Bernie R. Pamplona, ably represented here in the virtual lobby by our division librarian, Mr. Junel M. Anino. For our content editors, we have 12. For our quality assurance team, we have 12. We have 45 writers, and we have 5 for the layout artists and the illustrators. We have a total of 68 participants now joining in this virtual lobby. Good morning po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Fe Dizon of Agusan del Norte Division. Let us have Agusan del Sur Division with the SPJ Coordinator, Madam Ivy I. Naparan. Ma'am Ivy?
Good morning, everyone. I am tasked by Ma'am Ivy to introduce all of us since she is currently attending the MANCOM in our division, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so buenos dias to all of us who are here in this platform and to those who are listening via FB live stream. I am Miss Odessa Romero, one of the participants for this webinar. So for the division of Agusan del Sur, there are a total of 48 participants. So first, let me introduce our CID chief, Ma'am Lorna P. Gayol of Agusan del Sur. There are 37 of us who are assigned as writers for the different quarters. 10 individuals are tasked to be the content and quality assurance team, and we have one illustrator. 5 of us are in this meeting room, while others are virtually present via FB Live. That would be all for Agusan del Sur. Thank you so much for this great opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Odessa Romero of Agusan del Sur Division. Let us have now the SPJ Coordinator of Bayugan City Division, Madam Geraldine Vergas. Ma'am Jenny?
A pleasant morning to everyone, especially to our RD, Petalvero, our ARD, Dr. PL, our birthday celebrator for today, the Chief of the CLMD, Dr. Biol, my fellow SPJ coordinators from the different divisions, all our participants, of course, the focal person of SPJ in the region, Dr. Assis. For Bayugan City Division, it is my honor to introduce to you our chief of the CID, Ma'am Amy R. Vicariato, who is with us, of course, this morning. Our LR supervisor, Dr. Genevieve S. Verceles. who is now also with us attending. And of course, we have 24 writers from DepEd Bayugan City Division, 10 members of the QA team. We also have 2 illustrators and layout artists, plus we have members of the program management team. There are 3 of them. All in all, we have 43, rather 53 members of the Bayugan City Division team for this webinar and workshop. Thank you very much and a pleasant morning to everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Geraldine Vergas of Bayugan City Division. Okay, at this point in time, let us have from Bislig City Division, the SPJ Coordinator, Madam Rhoda De Los Santos. Ma'am Rhoda?
This morning, everyone. So in behalf of our division coordinator, division journalism coordinator, Madam Rhoda B. De Los Santos, so I have the honor to present to you the 29 participants of this week's City Division. So let me present to you our CID Chief, Dr. Marvelyn C. Francia, our LR, Sir J.S. Ayap. We have 13 writers, 3 illustrators, and 10 quality assurance team. That's all. Once again, next morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Generosa Tolentino. Okay, this point in time, let us have the participants from Butuan City Division with the SPJ Coordinator, Madam Loinda Guerta. Ma'am Loins?
Yes, Ma'am Gladys. Love morning, everyone, and my greetings also. My good morning also to our RD and ARD present in this virtual platform. May I present to you the attendance for Butuan City Division as a Division SPJ Coordinator. We have here our Chief in CID, Dr. Maria Dina Abalos. We also have in this virtual platform our LRMDS Supervisor in the person of Dr. Donald Orbilios. And we also have here the 2 writers in the persons of Ma'am Judeline Borja and Ma'am Jovis Tampil, and our a reviewer, Ma'am Lorraine Montes, and our 2 illustrators, Sir Jason Mendoza. And also in our FB Live are the other 29 participants of Butuan City Division. Thank you and good morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Loinda of Butuan City Division. Okay, at this point in time, let us have the participants from Dinagat Islands Division. So we have here the CID Chief, Sir Lope Papileras. Sir Lope?
Mayong Dinagat kanatong tanan from the islands of Dinagat. We have total number of participants 33. On the FB Live, we have 27, and on the Google Meet, we have 6. So we have a total of 33 writers. We have 12 writers. We have 6 editors. We have 6 illustrator and layout artists. And the member of quality assurance team is 7. So together with us, I am the one handling now the journalism, considering our SPG or English Supervisor has just retired last June 1, 2021. And we are waiting and publishing first this time the vacancy of the EPS in English. So thank you very much and have a nice day, and congratulations in advance for the SPG conduct of this training. Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much, Chief Lope of Dinagat Islands Division. Let us have now the participants from Surigao Division with the SPJ Coordinator, Madam Marites Pianera. Ma'am Tess?
Hello, Ma'am Gad. Good morning. Maradyo na buntag sa ato tanan. Attending from Surigao Division, we have our CID Chief, Dr. Jemna Pobe, our Division LR Manager, Dr. Evelyn Coro. We also have our Education Program Supervisor and the RBI and TVBI focal person, Mr. Randy Rodila. We have here 21 writers, illustrators, and layout 8. For content and language editors, we have 5. And for the QA quality assurance team, we have 10 participants for a total of 44. In the Google Meet, there are 7, and in the FB Live, there are 36 participants from Surigao Division, a total of 44. Thank you, Ma'am Glad.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Tess of Siargao Islands Division. At this point in time, let us have
Permanent
Ma'am
record.
Doris Claro,
Promoted ra.
SPJ
Oo.
Coordinator of
Sa grade 10
Cabadbaran
dyan,
City Division.
grade 9, magbutang ba din with
Okay, good
honors sa
morning
grade
to
9, di
one
ba
and
pagan?
all. For Kabadbaran City Division, I am proud to introduce to you our CID Chief,
Promoted ra.
Ma'am
Waya
Felted
man kay
Phase 1.
suspended man ang
Then we have our
recognition
officer in
sa lower
charge for the
years.
meantime
Only
of
grade
our
10 and grade
LR
12.
LRMDS,
Oo,
Miss
promoted
Christy
lang.
Joyce Ibina
Tapos,
Alino.
sa card mismo,
Then,
I do
for
not know
our
kung nagbutang na ba
participants
kamo.
here,
Dili pa
we
butangan
have
ang
here
character traits.
the 26, no? The 26 writers. Some of the writers
Dili butangan ng character
are
traits.
watching in the FB Live. Then we have the 4
Oo.
illustrators. We have the reviewers, language editor, and
Gani.
content editors.
Ang mga ba
3.
interim guidelines man po dyan na siya.
For the quality
Sa
assurance
learning
team,
modality, tagbutangan ni dyan.
uh,
Okay.
we have 10. So a total of uh,
Mm-mm.
50, no? Total of 50. So that's all for Kabadbaran City Division. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Cabadbaran City Division.
Pwede ra. Pero
At this
kung
point
wala,
in time, let us
kung wala pa
have
maka-enter ng
uh,
character traits, adjara kan pa
Surigao
po.
City Division with the SPJ Coordinator, Sir
At kung wala
Ricky
pa gagawin, adjara
Capidranba.
kan to be
Sir
safe.
Ricky?
Yes, ma'am. Can I be heard, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, so a pleasant morning to one and all, to our beloved Regional Director, Dr. Evelyn R.
Wala
Vero,
pa
to
final.
our ARD, Attorney Phil,
Oo, okay.
Almendra,
Amo lagi ng interim guidelines
our
na
birthday boy,
pabago-bago
Dr.
man.
Yusef Rubiol Jr., sir, happy birthday. And to our focal person for the region, Dr. Gladys Asis, may I have the honor to present to you the participants to this regional webinar on SLK for SPJ Development and Quality Assurance from Surigao City Division. I would like to
Amo ba yung
introduce
tag-proclaim
to
sa
you proudly
LIS?
our
Amo
CID
ba
Chief,
tag-declare
Dr.
nimo?
Carlo P. Tantoy. He's waving right now. Good morning, sir. And to our LR Supervisor, Dr. Venus M. Alboruto.
Unsa
Ma'am, where are
tagbutang
you?
sa LIS?
Good morning, sir.
Blended.
Actually, we have a total of 24
Okay, pwede ra.
writers. Okay, so including myself with Dr. Tantoy
Amo
and
may
Dr.
motag-declare ka
Alboruto,
na
making it
blended sa
27 in
LIS. So,
all.
i-blended po
So for
dyan.
my writers for quarter 1, we have 7. For
Si
quarter 2, we
LIS
have
ba,
5, a total of
mood
12.
mo
For
present
reviewers,
ba ng
we
data
have
by quarter?
for language
Dili. Or isa
editors,
lang?
we have 4. Content
Isa lang ka.
evaluators, we also have 4,
Kana na
making it
lang.
8.
Pwede raman.
For illustrators and layout artists,
Pwede
we
raman
also have
masabot man.
4. 2 for each quarter. Okay, I bet that's all. And actually, there are 5 of us with our CID chief and LR supervisor who are right here in this platform, and the rest, the 27 others, the 22 others rather, are in the FB live stream. Thank you very much. God bless and good morning once again.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Ricky Pedralba, the Education Program Supervisor of Surigao City Division. Okay, at this point in time, let us have the SPJ Coordinator of Surigao del Norte Division. Let us welcome Ma'am Joliet Chong. Ma'am Joliet.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Yes, good morning, everyone. For Surigao del Norte Division, I am so proud to present to you our CID Chief, Dr. Domenico Pilaron Jr., our LR Manager, Dr. Gemma C. Polios, our S in English, Dr. Cecilia M. Saclolo. And furthermore, we have a total number of 20 writers, 20 language and content editors, 7 illustrators,
and 12 members of the Division Quality Assurance Team who are all master teachers. So we have 63 total number of participants from Surigao del Norte Division now joining in this endeavor. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Joliet of Surigao del Norte Division. We also have here the SPJ Coordinator of Surigao del Sur Division, Sir Carlos Chan Chao Corios. Sir Kaloy?
Hello and madayaw na buntag sa ato tanan. Greetings from Surigao del Sur. For our development team, we are 27 all. One CID Chief, Dr. Celsa Icasa, and we have also our LRMDS Manager, Brian Arroyo. And as of this moment, we have 8 writers, 4 language and content editors, 2 illustrators, and at the same time layout artists, and 10 quality assurance team members. So all in all, we are 27. We are 6 inside the meeting room, and the rest are on FB Live.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Carlos of Surigao del Sur Division. At this point in time, let us have the participants of Tandag City Division. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Dr. Gemma Espadero.
Sorry, I am advanced. Good morning, everyone. Proud to introduce to you our participants to this 3-day webinar. With us joining this morning is our CID Chief, Dr. Jeanette Isidro, together with the 7 personnel of the Division QA team. By the way, I am the LR Manager. Joining with us also is the 12 writers composing the development team, 3 illustrators, at the same time layout artists, 5 language evaluators, and all in all, we have 27 PACs in attendance. Others are watching via FB Live, and I have seen
Mga
8
batanon para
joining
to.
with us in this Google Meet. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Espadero, okay, for the presentation of participants. We also have from the regional office, okay, of course, headed by our regional director, Dr. Evelyn Vitalbero, and our newly assigned assistant regional director, Attorney Almendra, and of course, the prime mover of this activity, the Curriculum and Learning Management Division Chief, Dr. Isidro Embiol Jr. We also have yours truly. Then Dr. Jesus Nono of the Quality Assurance Team in charge of the Katami, Ma'am Maripas Magno, the Education Program Supervisor and the Division LR Manager, Ma'am Choni, Ma'am Elizabeth, Sir Kevin, Ma'am Rhea, Ma'am Maria Consuelo, the IT, yung dalawa nating IT na in charge, si Sir Wenson at saka si Sir Nerison Pitogo. Then we also have the facilitators from the pilot school na nag-offer ng SPJ, sila Sir Jemwell, Ma'am Lendy, then si Ma'am Irish. And of course, we also have Sir John Merrick Sefra of the Surigao del Sur Division and Sir Romelio Taghap. Okay, so thank you so much. Those are the people who are involved in this 3-day activity, and then another set of people will be in charge for the development and then quality assurance, then after which, at the end, the submission of your output. Okay, so thank you so much. Ma'am Lendy, you may now have the platform.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Glad. Before our first speaker will discuss her topic for this morning, may I present first the matrix of activities. For this 3-day regional webinar on the development of SLK in campus journalism for a special program in journalism, we have all the regional SPJ focal persons. And then for July 9 to 14, we have the development of SLK of the SDO development team. For July 15 to 21, we have the Quality Assurance and Finalization of Materials Division level, care of the SDO Quality Assurance Team. On July 22 to 29, we have the Quality Assurance and Finalization of Materials. In the regional level, we have the Regional Office Quality Assurance Team. And on July
Morning.
of Readiness to Print SLK, care of the School Division Office. To introduce to us, I think that's already clear, and everybody should be guided with the different activities starting today
Ma'am
until July
Lenny, Ma'am
13.
Lenny,
Yes,
kindly, meron pa pong continuation yan, Ma'am Lens.
okay po, ma'am. We have here for the day one, the program of activities. Our session will start at 10:15 a.m. until 12. That would be our first speaker will be Dr. Gemma B. Espadero. And then we have 12 p.m. until 1:59. That's lunch break. And then for 2 p.m. until 3 p.m., we have session 2. 3 to 3:29 p.m. we have health break, and then 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. we have session 2 continuation for the topic components on the development of SLK and SPJ, and later our resource speaker will be introduced. For the day 2, which will be tomorrow, our session will start at 9 a.m. For the session 3, we will start at 9 until 10 a.m. The topic is all about social content on developing SLK. And then we have also 10:30 to 11:30, the continuation, session 3, synchronous workshop. And then we have lunch break 1:30 to 3 p.m. Session 4, synchronous visual arts management. 3:30 to 4:30 we have the session 4, continuation of visual arts management. Again, all of the resource speakers will be introduced tomorrow for the day 2 sessions. For
Taga-Kanlani pa
our
ba
last
siya?
day, July 8,
Tungkuan.
we will
Taga
start at
Surigao.
8:30 to
From
10
Bakwag.
a.m. Again, we will start at
Bata pa.
8:30 to 10.
Dari on.
8:30. And then that would be our session 2. And then for
Mga 21
10:30
kayo
to
ni Katin.
12, we have session 2 workshop. 1:30 to 3, session 5. And then 3 to 3:29 is health break. I'm glad. Do we have closing program for this?
Okay, we don't have closing program sa day 3 because we are going to have that one, we are going to conduct that one after the submission of all of the outputs. So that will be a grand affair. So after the submission, that would be on July 30. So by the first week of August, magkakaroon tayo ng closing program because we will be giving certificate of participation and at the same time, certificate of recognition kasi you will be an author in your own right.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, please be guided again. Please be guided with the different activities starting today until July 30. So I think that ends the first part of our program for today. And so for our second part, let's have now the webinar proper. To introduce to us,
Ma'am Len, tapusin muna natin yung may announcement pa. Kindly flash. I will be the one to read
okay.
it. Kasi after that one, we are going to have a health break. Health break muna tayo.
Okay.
Sige, Ma'am Len, kindly continue, Ma'am Len.
Okay, ma'am. Let's have first this.
Okay, sige.
Okay. The development and quality assurance teams and program management team who are involved in this activity shall be entitled with a 6-day service credits for teaching personnel and compensatory time off of the non-teaching personnel in adherence to DepEd Order number 53 series of 2003 updated guidelines on the grant of vacation service credits to teachers and Department of Budget and Joint Circular number 2 series of 2004 on non-monetary remuneration for overtime services rendered. And then the participants to this activity shall earn 15 continuing professional development or CPD credit units accredited by the Professional Regulation Commission. The participants shall accomplish the online attendance on time and submission of outputs on or before the deadline. Only the participants with complete attendance and complete submission of outputs shall be issued with certificates of participation and SLK and PRs and PDF shall be submitted to the regional SPJ focal person on July 30, 2021. So I think that's already clear. Ma'am Glad, do we have additional announcement?
Okay, no more, Ma'am Lindy. So let's have a health break and be sure to be back at 10:15. Okay, mga 5 minutes before the start that you like to attend to. Okay, so we will be back 5 minutes before the presentation of the first session. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sabihin daw. Lahat doon si Jabati Basir, inisip niya na ito, hindi siya wala. Kaya ko at sabi, dahil ko sila. Parang ka doon, law ko, law na. Sir, nakusabihin niya, sir. Dahil mo silingan board, kung sila kayo ko. Pero wala kang pupunta na kan. May isa sa Gabi ka pa na po. Sanitation lagi sa dati mo.
Diha na lang mga anay sa imo ang sa senior high, oh.
Ah, sir. Kaya,
Tibo na nimo para
Nasunod ba niyo yan?
asa daw kadagsa o sa pan tukpa
Sa hulo-sulo.
ulo-sulo bisa gikan.
Gikan sila sa Cagayan. Nagkuha at mga sundalo. Nga po dito sa kaya hatod sa hulo-sulo. Di ba pag sa akit. Ako ito'y akong sakay.
Huwag mamatay tira.
Wala.
Grabe sila mga katalag man ng sirti.
Palaaway to. Parang kasi malikas. Parang kasi malikas. Palaaway siya. Parang kasi Brazil sa isasaw. Parang hindi ka palaaway. Parang ka palaaway. Parang ka naginutan. Huwag siya ginoo. Ginuto ni Dan Westria ba? Parang siya takti na. Ang palisis na tanong ng namin. 45 na. Kapit tayo ng pati ko undangan ko sa Vice President para sa sagbaw. Sayang dahil yung pagmamata. Sakto na ang siya sa iya. Ano sa pamalinta. Nahuwa na yung time.
Pakyaw na sa
Hindi sa karado ako kwarto. Pasin pa siguro tayo.
pakyaw na sa
Wala, may tugpa ba dyan? Ako at sa tugpa. Unsa na si mga ready. Nangignaw. Di na magpakabalik dito. Kuha ko din eh. Critical area ko din eh. Uy, ginoo. Sir Ron, wala nag-apil si Pring o si Sarah.
pero pa ba yun ni Sir ko ang federal pa? Di mo na ako nag-decide.
Wala ka
Kuya ko idea. Di mo na ako nag-idea. Ay, sir, di ba dito kan manglilingka sa ID sa siya? Makulak. Kay si Jama sinagasod diri pamang ID ba siya? Sorry.
More than 10 years na. More than 15 years na ata. More than 15 years. Na may nag-crush gapon.
Sir, July 24 ang raffle ani ho.
Red Cross? Kapag ako sa picture doon.
Pakuan sa mga subagsak. Mga bagsak na ba?
Gano'n magpakita din.
Di magpakita, nay.
Di magpakita.
Barang-barangon.
Tapal gihapon sila biyano. basta ko tra magyapon dyan kay divided by command. Mag-10 sila na kay di. Kita yung salamat. Sabangan na sila sa parang kapos. Wala lupa ako. Wala hadlok ko lang. Ganda. Adili jay ito nagpasir.
Yan sa Red Cross. Okay naman sa Red Cross. Red Cross. Ako na po na gasto ni Duterte. Ha? Technical malfunction at connected. Dapat murag gamay ron bagal sila ang space for landing area ho. About the diretso.
Nilapos sila, nilapos. Taas na nila comment na. Oo. Ako na nila. Kasi ako doon. Kasi nagpagdumag ko yung detalye ako.
Kasi doon kita-kita na ikuan na rin ito. Hanggang sa training, nasa ko naman sa pasilitan.
Mga pasilitan.
Tingin sa naman may bawang mo. Tingin lang.
Hello. Now we are back to our webinar proper. But before that, may I call again the participants from Agusan del Norte Division. Please view your camera if you are in the Google Meet platform, ma'am and sir, from Agusan del Norte Division.
Agusan del Norte.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Let's proceed to Agusan del Sur Division. Hello, ma'am Mary Joy, ma'am Piercita. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Willeen. Thank you very much, ma'am. And now let's proceed to Bayugan City Division. Hello. From Bayugan City Division, we have Sir Jaymar Bulabos, Ma'am Irish Sarmiento. Thank you, ma'am and sir. And now let's proceed to Bislig City Division. Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Sir MC, Ma'am Daisy. Thank you very much, ma'am. And now let's proceed to Butuan City Division.
Hello.
Hello, Sir Donald. Ma'am Generosa. Thank you, ma'am. Let's proceed to Cabadbaran City Division.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Ma'am Claire. Ma'am Flor de Liza. Hi, Ma'am Flor de Liza. Long time no see. And now let's proceed to Dinagat Islands. Dinagat Islands Division. Hello,
Good
Sir
morning, ma'am.
Jessamy. Good morning. Okay, let's proceed to Surigao Division. Wow. Hi, Ma'am Marites, Sir Edgar, and Ma'am Charisse. Thank you, ma'am and sir. Now let's proceed to Surigao City Division. Good morning, Ma'am Marife. Good morning, Sir Carlo, and good morning,
Hello.
Ma'am Angeli, Sir Ricky. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now let's proceed to Surigao del Norte Division.
Present pa po.
Good morning.
Dali
Morning,
Radko,
ma'am.
Good
ako
morning.
kang tag-close.
Good morning, everyone.
Wow. Sir Septeriano, thank you very much, Ma'am Cecilia. Thank you, sir and ma'am. Let's proceed to Surigao del Norte, Surigao del Sur Division. From Surigao del Sur Division, we have Sir Carlos, Ma'am Beatriz, thank you, Ma'am Maridel, thank you, ma'am. Now, let's proceed to Tandag City Division.
Tandag City.
Good morning, Ma'am Gemma.
Marami dito. Si Kevin.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Sir Kevin. Good morning, Ma'am Aran and Ma'am Mera. Thank you for your attendance this morning. And now, before we will have our first speaker, may I present to you again the etiquette in our virtual meeting. First, yes, we have first, you have to find a quiet location. Second, check your headset for good sound. Third, you listen for expectations. Fourth, use the chat box for questions. Fifth, wait for your turn and let the facilitator acknowledge your talk before you are going to talk. And then the last one, you have to mute your microphone. Okay? I think everything is clear. So now, to introduce to us our resource speaker for this morning, let us welcome the school paper advisor of Philippine National High School from Surigao del Norte Division. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sir Romelio Taghap. Sir?
Good morning. Good morning, world. Magandang umaga, Pilipinas. Para John Buntag, Caraga. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our competent speaker this morning. Graduated,
Bachelor of Elementary Education at Surigao del Sur State University, Tandag City. Graduated Doctor of Education, still at Surigao del Sur State University, Tandag City. She has been a resource speaker for varied programs and activities related to journalism, a multi-awarded coach, a multi-talented fellow. Ladies and gentlemen, please lead an ear to one of the goddesses of Teped Caraga, the Beaches Education Program Supervisor of Teped Tandag City Division, Dr. Gemma P. Espadero.
Good morning, everyone. Is
Good
my audio
morning.
clear? May I hear a response, a thumbs up, if my voice is clear? Okay.
Very clear, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for the one who had introduced me. Parang announcer sa radio yung boses no, na-amazed ako. Thank you. So, my respect to our regional director, assistant regional director, and of course, our regional journalism coordinator who is joining with us this morning. And syempre, sa aming mother of the LR, Ma'am Maripas Magno. I know she was also joining. A minute ago, I have seen her. And to my fellow LR supervisor. My topic this morning, I'm sure my fellow LRs are um, acquainted with this, but for the benefits of those development team who are new to learning resources, particularly the Department of Education standards on LR, I would like to share with you some inputs, insights regarding in the quality assurance of the learning resources, particularly on the supplementary learning materials. All right. Can you see now my presentation?
Yes, Ma'am Jima.
Hi, okay. Thank you, Sir Donald. All right. So this is learning resources quality assurance standards. I will be focusing much on the technical specifications, and I will not discuss any more on the content tool evaluation. Understanding LRMDS QA process. By the way, learning resource management and development system quality assurance process. Learning resources are any print or non-print, text-based or non-text-based materials given to 12 curriculum used as primary basis or as supplementary teaching all that learning resources. Nature of LRMDS, we have teaching resources, learning resources, and the professional development materials or the PDM. Research is conducted and has been implemented and uploaded to the portal are considered PDM or professional development materials. And there are two kinds of formats in the LR, non-digital and digital. On supplementary print materials, there are no specific standards for the style of the illustration, background colors, and the font used in the cover, since all of the elements should show the creative inputs of the SLK or the self-learning kit writer or the illustrator. However, once it is adapted in the regional repository, that's the time that the region shall have a model on the cover page. So while the development phase is ongoing, every writer or the illustrator has given the creative options on how to design their cover page. The QA process flow. The division quality assurance team chaired by the chief education supervisor or the CID chief will be co-chaired by the LR supervisor or the LR manager of that division. Together with them is the learning area supervisor as member that will lead the QE process and conduct field testing and prepares the narrative report. However, in the actual quality assurance process, since it is stipulated in the memorandum that we will invite external experts to do the QA, I think we will adhere to that so that there is a check and balance in the QA process as well. The QE team in the division will conduct the field testing or demonstration testing using the evaluated, developed, redeveloped, contextualized text-based learning resources with proper documents and result of the formative assessment. That is why after the field testing, there is the revisiting of the self-learning materials to incorporate suggestions coming from our target users, the learners, and of course, the other implementers of the materials, which are the teachers. And we also get feedback from our stakeholders. What to look for standards? Number one, compliance with learning competencies and accuracy of content. Number two, freshness of information. Number three, format presentation and organization. And language, that is why we have language evaluator. And of course, the social content, we will look at the social content guidelines or standards. And IPR, the very important one, IPR and copyright concerns. In a self-learning materials, first and foremost, we have to consider this. Once we know that the material is copyrighted and not an original output of the writer, automatically, this will not go further evaluation. So this has to go first, the IPR and the copyright concern. And I think we have different hour to discuss this topic. Now, evaluation of teacher developed LRs, this one. Of course, the educational soundness, educational quality review, which will focus on the content, format, presentation, and organization, accuracy and up-to-datedness of information, and determines if LR achieve a general level of educational soundness. If the LR used by subject matter, it will use as a subject matter curriculum specialist or instructional designer to design or review LR. At this moment, we will be utilizing our SPJ MELC as our basis in developing the SLK. If mandatory qualities are not met, LR is not evaluated further, but feedback is provided in applicable items in the checklist. When we say mandatory qualities, it is compliance to our MEL. Completed checklist submitted to QA coordinator, and LR that passes initial review goes to more detailed quality review. So for technical specification, we have to adapt these standards. This is taken from the ADM LR standards, of course. I actually did not include kindergarten to grade 6 here because I was thinking it's from grade 7 to 12. However, from the latest national webinar, we agreed and it has fixed that grades 5 to 12 will definitely use font 11 in the body text, no? So that was agreed in the national webinar. Grade 7 to 12, of course, the paper size is A4, orientation is portrait, margin, it's mirrored margin, top 1 inch, bottom 1 inch, inside and outside that is 1 inch. Ideal number of pages is 16 pages because we will not go beyond that because if we go beyond 16 pages, that is considered module, SLM, self-learning module. That will start from 18 pages to 32 to 40 pages. That can be considered SLM. But we are focusing on the self-learning kit. It is in between self-learning module and self-learning activity sheets. Nasa gitna po tayo. Front outside cover. In the cover, we have to observe the grade level identifier. It's Hindu-Arabic number for grades 1 to 10. Font time, Arial, and naka-boldface po yung ating grade level identifier. Font size po natin is 70. And other details on the front outside cover is the position, top left-hand corner. Naka-box po siya, 1.5 by 1.5 yung ano niya, with rounded corners. Box border, 2 point yung kapal, yung thickness ng line niya. Background color varies depending on the learning area. However, since we have one learning area only, it is for special program for journalism. I guess we have to fix a background color for this. Probably, let us agree whether we will utilize the English color, like it's light blue, no? Front outside cover pa rin. Yung ating font color is black or white depending on the background color used in the box. Kasi sa EDM modules natin, nag-vary po yung ating background color. Depende po sa ating learning area. Like MAPE, they used yellow. ESP, they used brown. Mathematics, they used green, something like that. Front outside cover pa rin yung violator natin sa government property. Since this is a product of government efforts to provide you insights, to provide you this 3-day webinar, automatically, whatever outputs that we can have out of this training, out of this webinar, it is under government property. And font type po natin dyan is Arial, font size 11, position nasa rotated siya 30 degrees at the bottom right hand corner sa baba po ng papel, no? Back size 5 by 0.75, back border 2 point top and bottom. And of course, kasama din po sa violator natin is not for sale. Ilalagay po natin yan automatically, English version po. Arial, all caps, boldface. Font size 18 yung ating font size niyan. And position rotated pa rin 30 degrees at the bottom right hand corner. Naka-box pa rin siya and 2 point yung kanyang top and bottom box border. Cover art photo. Since it is a cover art, sinabi ko na kanina, the writer, illustrator has all the creativity, all the desire of their creation to have it in their cover as long as hindi siya naka-overlap sa text. And if it is cover art, it is cover art alone. There is no text within that cover art, no? Other details, nasa center siya of the cover page. Of course, because it is a supplementary learning material, we have to write there a self-learning kit, no? Para malinaw na SLK talaga siya. And there is no font type to, as to the word self-learning kit. Tayo, mag-agree tayo when it reach to the regional quality assurance team na. Font size, of course, when we design the cover page, it doesn't mean na kailangan talaga nakaano yung font size niya. Since it is a resource identifier, we can have it at least 18 na hindi naman masyadong mag-over ano siya sa ating learning area title, no? The learning area title should look bigger than this. And other details, position after the cover art, yung ating pagkasulat ng self-learning kit. Siyempre, we do not forget to put also in our front cover page is the DepEd logo, the one with torch. And syempre, walang font size yan, only the image. And make sure the image is not from the internet. As much as possible, you have your layout artist draw that one. Kasi pag galing talaga sa mga Google images lang yan, some of those images are pixelated. And the moment you use it, much better if you can coordinate with your Lr Supervisor if they have the raw file, the PNG format of the DepEd logo, no? Other details, position top right hand corner. For body text specifications, grade 7 to 10, sinabi ko na kanina, mag-start na tayo grade 5 to 10 or 12 because kindergarten has 16 font size, grade 1, 16, grade 2, 16 pa rin, grade 3, 14, grade 4, 14, yung kanyang font size. But pagdating sa grade 5, we can have 11, no? Arial, we have 3 acceptable font style, Arial, Times New Roman, Bookman Old Style. However, when you use Arial from the beginning of your body text or from the introductory part, you can have Arial until the end. If you use Times New Roman, ganun pa rin. You can have it until the end. Bookman Old Style, you can have it from the beginning until the end for the consistency reason. And our font size is font size text is 11, no? I did not delete anymore the 12 kasi sa dati ko pa ito during ADMLR standards, but you can have font size 11. For the heads, like title, module 1 or topic 1, something like that, you can have it 15, font size 15 to 24. But as you can see, ideally, you can have 18, no? Within that range, 15 to 24. Siguro yung 24 is intended for stage 1, kindergarten. It's already stage 3 and 4. Anong stage ba si grade 5? 3 and 4. You can have 30 to 70%. 30 is the art, 30% is the art, illustrations, while 70% is the text, no? Unlike in stage 1, kindergarten to grade 3, grade 4, nagbavari po tayo, mas marami yung mas malaki yung percentage ng ating illustration compared to text. Other specification of the body text, leading space shall be at 1.15 points. So in between lines, no, we will observe 1.15 in between lines. That is the space between lines. Spaces between subtitles and paragraphs shall be 2 points. So in between titles and paragraph, for example, activity 1. This activity, something like that, you describe with what this activity all about. Or module 1, lesson 1, this lesson is blah, 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 blah. You have to observe 2 points spacing, no, between the next paragraph, no. Pages shall be complete and properly sequenced. There shall be no double printing, no? Hindi dapat nag-redundant yung pages natin. For example, itong page na to, naputol yung table, iuulitin natin sa next page, no? Bawal yan. Page number shall be centered at the bottom of the page, not on the left, not on the right, but at the bottom and at the center, no? Sa baba, tapos sa gitna. Citations for graphics and visuals shall be on the same page. Citation for graphics and visuals shall be on the same page. However, in the latest webinar, we also include citation on the passages will be on the same page pa rin. Halimbawa, you have reading selection, passages taken from other source, and you have the permission to use it, you can have the citation right after the passages. They are in the same page. There shall be no just one word or half a word in paragraph endings, no? Inside pages shall be in Arabic numerals. Yung inside pages natin, yung page numbers na gamitin natin. Other specification, pages shall not end with hyphenated word or awkward page turn. Kasi merong hindi natapos, tapos ilalagyan na lang natin ng hyphen para next ano naman, no. As much as possible, finish it there. Kung hindi naman siya kasya talaga, you move that line to the next page rather than cutting it there, putting hyphen, no? Pages shall be of the same length, no? Halimbawa, si page 2 mo, overloaded yung text, page 3 mo, hindi masyado, parang kalahati or more than one half lang. The next page 4 mo, overloaded na naman. You have to distribute the text, no? Pages
way hard
shall
copy.
be of the
Kakalap
same
sinapnap
length.
eh.
The last page of the
Wala man sa akin.
manuscript shall
Yeah.
occupy at least
Pakilang daw
half
sa
of
sinapnap
the
dun sa akin.
text area.
Kung
If
dyan ang
you
hard copy
think
pa, lihog lang ko
this
pasen.
last page of your body
Papaso
text
diri ah.
will definitely load the whole page or ano, i-adjust mo na. You can make sure na hindi talaga loaded yung ating last page, no, of your body text. There shall be at least 2 lines of the text below a text head at the foot of the page. And we will use the referencing standards because it is a locally developed learning resources. We adapt to Chicago Manual of Style 17th edition. So as you can see, full note, halimbawa, you can have general format, author first name, surname, book title, subtitle, place of publication, publisher, year, page number, something like that. Pag shortened note naman, author surname, book title, and page number. In having the bibliography, you can have author surname, first name or initial, book title, subtitle, place of publication, publisher, and the year. So for example, in the full note, you have there Salman Rushdie, comma, The Ground Beneath Her Feet, New York, Henry Holt, comma, 1999, comma, 25. That's the page number. And for shortened note, you have Rushdie, The Ground Beneath, comma, 28. And as you can see, bibliography, ganon pa rin. There is a complete name of the author and the title of the article or the book, whatever is that, then the publisher and the year published. So for locally developed LRs, this was introduced to us by our regional LR supervisor, Ma'am Ching. This site can help you in citing your sources. It is available online, citethis4me.com, and actually we've been using this until today. Particularly if the writers will just provide us the link like http www. So this site will really help us locate the proper citation using the CMOS 17th edition to check how websites and other electronic sources are referenced using CMOS. So I will not discuss anymore the contextualization matrix because you have this as first in Caraga, the self-learning kit. However, I will give you a run-through on the social content themes and developing learning materials, but I will discuss one topic at a time on the next day, I guess, third day on social content guidelines. Basically, it will focus on the Filipino learner, the Filipino nation and Philippine society, citizenship and social responsibility, individuals and social identities, social institutions, health and safety, and environment. That will be considered in developing learning resources. So according to William A. Foster, quality is never an accident. It is always the result of high intentions, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. So I guess the presentation this morning, I hope I was able to give you your expectation as to quality assuring your learning resources, particularly on the technical specification side. I will give you another quality learning resources, quality assuring learning resources for the non-print, no? because SPJ, I guess the self-learning kit can be print materials. However, considering the broad aspect of journalism, you can also have your video, your audio, your TV-based instruction, which will not be a printed material anymore. So I'll be sharing with you another tool in determining standards for non-print materials. All right. Can you see my presentation? Can anyone give me a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
at this point in time, we will be giving you evaluation rating sheet for non-print materials. This is to consider the broad aspect of journalism, which does not include only print materials, but we will consider non-print materials. As I have said a while ago, the audio, the video, and the other aspect of it. All right. Material should be viewed in the technical evaluation section at the technical evaluation section. Technical format checklist for conformance completed. This is to ensure that the format is compatible with current playback devices and computer operating systems or software and plugins. So when we talk of non-print materials, interoperability is the ability of computer system. This is the key issue here, the interoperability. Whether your learning resources under this category has this, the interoperability. It is the ability of computer systems or software to exchange and make use of information. So interoperability between devices made by different manufacturers. Kasi doon tayo nagkakaproblema. Hindi nagmamatch yung apps, yung software, whatever, sa gadget na hawak mo. Hindi yung iba nga i-convert pa yung program into different apps para lang ma-view. So that is under interoperability. Under this standards for non-print material, of course, hindi mawawala po yung ating factor A, which is content quality. Content is consistent with topics, skills found in the depth and learning competencies. So for now, we will be utilizing the MELT for the subject and grade year level it was intended. So take note, writers, ito pa rin yung ating number one consideration, compliance to MELT. Concepts developed contribute to enrichment, reinforcement, or mastery of the identified learning objectives. Content is accurate. Content is up to date. Content is logically developed and organized. Content is free from cultural, gender, racial, or ethnic biases. Content stimulates and promotes critical thinking. Content is relevant to real-life situations. Language, of course, in the content, language including vocabulary is appropriate to the target user or level. Content promotes positive values that support formative growth. For factor B, we will be assessing the instructional quality. Let us bear in mind that our self-learning kit or whatever non-print materials is there for quality assurance. The purpose of that material is well defined. The material achieves its defined purpose. Kasi kahit naka-well defined siya, kung hindi naman achievable or hindi naman na-achieve yung purpose, wala rin. Learning objectives are clearly stated and measurable. Level of difficulty is appropriate for the intended target user. Yun ang lagi natin isipin. Sino ba ang gagamit ng self-learning kit na to or ng audio material na to? Grade 5 ba? Grade 6 ba? Or baka pang grade 9 na? Graphics, colors, sounds are used for appropriate instructional reasons. Material is
Sa si
enjoyable,
Pamante?
stimulating,
Oo.
challenging,
10,
and engaging.
10:48 pa man.
Material effectively stimulates creativity of target user.
10:48
Feedback
pa.
on target users' responses is effectively employed. Target user can control the rate and sequence of presentation and review. Kasi baka hindi nila kaya ano yung sounds, i-adjust kasi automatically. So dapat meron talagang part or kaya ni user, ni learner, kaya niya i-manipulate, i-control, or whatever, i-operate yung ating supplementary learning material, which are non-print materials. Instruction is integrated with target users' previous experience. Of course, how to use this gadget, how to use these apps, how to use this program, how to use this manual, how to use this module, part talaga yan. And factor C is the technical quality. Audio enhances understanding of the concept. Speech and narration, correct pacing, intonation, and pronunciation is clear and can be easily understood. Music and sound effects are appropriate and effective for instructional purposes. Screen displays, texts are uncluttered, easy to read, and aesthetically pleasing. Visual presentations, non-text, are clear and easy to interpret. Visuals sustain interest and do not distract users' attention. Visuals provide accurate representation of the concept discussed. Minsan kasi yung iba nagki-create ng mga presentation slides, mas marami pa yung graphics na nilagay, illustration images doon kaysa sa text. Ano ba talaga yung gusto natin iparating? If it is through illustration, the illustration yung ating i-highlight, huwag si text. If text talaga yung mahalaga, i-avoid natin yung too much illustration or images para maintindihan ng ating target reader or user, yung gusto nating iparating. The user support materials, if any, are effective. What are the user support materials? Usually, yung mga direction, instruction na kaakibat sa ating learning kit or sa ating learning resources. The design allows the target user to navigate freely through the material. So, very clear yan, no? We will allow in crafting or designing a material or learning resources, make sure that our target user can navigate freely through the material. The material can easily and independently be used. Kasi nga, in this new normal, hindi kailangan na nandyan si teacher para tuturuan sila. So, dapat malinaw. It is independent by nature. Ang material alone, magagamit ng ating mga bata. The material will run using minimum system requirements. Why? Kasi hindi naman lahat ng bata kayang bumili ng high processor, high specification gadget. So make sure the material will run using minimum system requirements. The program is free from technical problems. So kung alam naman natin may glitch, huwag natin ipilit. Kailangan natin, bago natin ibigay, how many times natin try yung program na dinedevelop natin. I guess I am done with non-print materials. So may I know if our listeners, viewers have question in mind, you can raise it while we are still around here.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes po.
The teachers asked, pwede po ba ma-share ang slides ninyo po?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Actually, I will be providing the regional training management team with the material, but I will convert the file into PDF so that it can be easily downloaded or shared once the file is complete. So I'll be giving Dr. Gladys access. Any other query, question? As regard to my presentation? Wala may bagan mga tao, hindi mga nga, nakan man inibilin.
Jaon pa.
May I ask Ms. Doc Donald Orbilios if you have question in mind?
Doc Jima.
Yes.
Hello, madog ko, ma'am.
Yes, I can hear you well.
Okay, I just would like to ask this question, Ma'am Jima. In the, I guess, the focal person is listening, Ma'am Gladys.
Yes.
What's the role of the LR supervisor in this activity?
Okay. Ma'am Doc Glad, can I answer that one? Or you want to answer that one? By the way, where did you address the question, Sir Donald? To Doc Gladys or to me?
Either.
Okay.
Ma'am Jem.
Yes. Okay. Sir Ronald, we already in the Division Quality Assurance team, we are the co-chair. We are the co-chairpersons. Kita yung vice chairperson of the Quality Assurance team. Based on our LRMS manual of operation, CID chief will lead the Quality Assurance team. As LR supervisor, we are the co-chairperson. So, as to technical specification, our focus is on technical specification standards at format and layout design. Doon tayo magfo-focus. While the CID chief would probably assign people as language evaluator, content evaluator, but automatically, the content evaluator is the in charge of this program. And she could also talk or he could also talk other master teachers expert on journalism. Of course, pipili po tayo ng ating content evaluators kung sino yung may alam sa area na kanyang ini-evaluate. With the regional memo given na magtatap tayo ng external experts, that is good so that we can also have other panelists or evaluators outside our organization. That is for check and balance, you know. So tayo, co-chair tayo sa ating CID chief. Our focus is on the format and layout. And we have that evaluation tool man in our LRMS. Any question?
Thank you, Ma'am Jima.
Okay. As to the development pa na ano, kasi I would like to know if other writers, teachers, because some of you probably have knowledge on the quality assurance processes and the evaluation tool. How about those new to our organization, to DepEd, the newly hired school paper advisors na hindi pa nakarating, hindi pa naka-attend ng mga trainings as to quality assurance? If you have query, clarifications as regard to evaluation, quality assurance processes, you may have it right now so we can give you answer para mag-start po tayo ng development phase na walang baggages na nandyan sa ating isipan. We can start smoothly in the development phase.
Okay, you may write your questions and queries sa ating chat box and then sa FB page naman, pwede rin kayong makatanong sa baba as comment.
Opo. Hindi po ako tumitingin ng chat box. I would like to request somebody, the moderator, to read the question.
Yes, Ma'am Gemma.
Baka meron pang clarification as to the development team, quality assurance team, just like Dr. Orbilius had raised a while ago. Baka makatulong po ang inyong lingkod to explain further the quality assurance process. But I'm sure the 12 divisions of this region, particularly the learning resource managers, are very much equipped with the process. They knew very well how the QA process goes in every division. Ang ano ko lang, parang ang tahimik ng aking audience, ng aking listener. I do not know if they get it well, if they really understand my topic, my discussion, or am I too fast in delivering the topics? I should have known so for me to improve. The next time I'll be discussing with you another topic, at least I can adjust, I can have what's the right pacing that you need.
According to Sir Junel, ma'am, your presentation was very clear. And then, yes, and in the chat box, po, ma'am, mostly the messages are all um, they are very thankful for your expertise, po, ma'am. No more questions,
Thank
po.
you so much. Yeah, I know Junel. He is one of the librarians in DepEd Caraga, and we've been together for how many seminars attended to. Thank you, Nel. So at least it's good to know that most of you, if not all, have a very clear understanding on the quality assurance of the locally developed learning resources. As I have said, lahat ng materials na nakakatulong para maparating natin yung teaching learning process sa ating mga bata ay considered learning resources, no? May it be tape measure, may it be gamit sa mga TVL, LRs pa rin ang tawag natin sa kanila, no? Kaya nga dati nagiging ano namin ito na pati pala ito mga purgadera, how do you call it, purgadera, what is that, LRs na siya kasi when we do the monitoring in the field as to inventory of learning resources, kasama po lahat ng mga binigay ng DepEd considered to be learning resources as long as it has an impact in the learning outcome of your learners.
I think Ma'am Mary Joy Oliverio is raising her hand for ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am Mary Joy, do you have questions?
Baka nagkamali lang si ma'am na ratio na
Or can we have Sir Ricky? Sir
Yeah,
Ricky.
I have seen Sir Ricky raising hand.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Actually, I really failed to watch your previous presentation because I lost my connection, Ma'am Gemma. But I would just like to make some kind of clarifications as regards the composition of my team.
Yes.
Because in the requirement of Ma'am in the Google Drive, of course, there is a segment for writers. They are the developers. And then another segment for reviewers, like the language editors and content evaluators. And then another segment for another group for illustrators and layout artists. My question to you is that in the succeeding boxes, there in the Google Drive, it says there, quality assurance team. Want the reviewers, the language editors, the content editors become part of the, or are already part of the quality assurance group?
Yeah, sir, we will dissect it one at a time. Kasi in the development team, nandyan si writer.
Yes.
Nandyan din yung immediate language editor niya.
Editors. And also content evaluators.
Yeah, kasama din sa kanya si illustrator at saka si layout artist. Sila yung nag-compose ng development team. Okay.
And then,
pag sa tingin nila okay na yan, pupunta na yan kay content evaluator. No, si content evaluator is part of the division quality assurance team.
Who is also a part of the development team.
management at kasi ganito yan yung level natin is part ka ng development team kasi hindi pa naman approve talaga yung material mo. Once na approve na siya at nandoon na siya sa LRNS repository, si supervisor na nandyan sa division ngayon na in charge ng pag-content evaluate niyan can be also part of management team.
Okay, so itong nangyari nun sa akin, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am, this is what really happened in our division. So, magiging dual ang responsibilities therefore ng content evaluators and of course the language editors kasi they will become also part of the quality assurance team na member sila ng LR manager. So, yun ang ginawa ko, ma'am. Nagiging repeat ang kanilang parang work. So, part sila ng development team, part din sila ng quality assurance team.
Yes po. Pero ganito yan, sa ating development team, doon sa material mismo, meron tayong development team at the same time, meron tayong management team. Yung isusulat natin sa management team is the superintendent of that division.
Yes.
Saan galing yan? Our assistant superintendent.
Yes.
Our CID
chief.
Because she is the chairperson. Our LR manager.
Ma'am, would it be okay, ma'am, if every one of us, especially the writers or the development team members, will be furnished with a template?
Okay,
templated na siya, ma'am, including the front part of which kompleto na siya kay para mas easier siya, ma'am, pagtrabaho sa mga teachers in the development. Dili na mag-change ng font style, dili mag-change ng font sizes, all the parts, all the elements, entry na lang sila. And then blankuhan na lang tong portion kung asa tong development team or quality assurance team or management team.
We will provide you with that. Para kayo mag-fill in ng mga names from the right development language editor, content editor, illustrator, layout artist.
Ipi-fill in lang
Kasama si reviewers. Kasi faces man yan ng development team. You have reviewers. Then you also have management team. Okay po. Any other? Thank you, Sir Ricky, by the way, for clarification, for clarifying.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Thank you very much also for responding.
We can also provide feedback box in your module because remember, whatever outputs that you have in this particular webinar, this is subject for field testing, no? And since we cannot test it on the field, considering that we do not have face-to-face classes and that the school year is about to end, all we can have is a feedback box. Whatever suggestion, recommendations seen in that particular output can be emailed, can be contacted, or sent to that feedback box portion of your module. So make sure that every module, every self-learning kit has a feedback box at the end of the page for suggestion, recommendation as basis for our incorporation, no? All right.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am Marie Paz Magno is also raising her hand, ma'am.
Hi, Ma'am Ching.
Hi. Good morning, everybody. I would just like congratulations, Ma'am Gemma.
Thank you, Ma'am
You delivered it well. I would just like to add to the query of Sir Ricky Pedralba.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir Ricky is so very much involved in the quality assurance, especially in the contextualization. I would like to thank him personally for his help and involvement in every. Sir?
Love, bra.
Love, always mga kita, Sir Rico. I miss you na. Anyway, as regards the question of Sir Ricky on the composition of our editors, reviewers in our management and development teams, I would just like to emphasize this, that as stipulated in the guidelines in the development of SLMs, and we have to adapt that even if this particular, I think you're also making SLMs here or LASES. Nonetheless, but
Self-learning kit. They will
a
be developing
self-learning kit.
self-learning kit, ma'am.
Um, Nonetheless, we still have to put our development teams and our management teams in the in the material for
Yes, ma'am.
acknowledgement of their efforts and attribution as well. But I would just like to emphasize that in the composition of the development team, we have the writer, the illustrator, the layout artist, the language editors, and the content editors. These two editors are supposed to be experts. They are part of the development team because they are with the writers, the illustrators in the making of the material. The next level, in terms of quality assurance, the next level of that material, once they're done, the development team is done. What does the
Yes, ma'am. May
content
attendance ako.
editor and the language editor
Kadira,
do
saan ko?
in the development of the material? They are there to check on the language, of course, and the content of the material. So that is the first level. We can also call them as quality assurers, nato. So first level, first stage. Then after that, if they are satisfied with what they have done, they will submit that to the language ed language evaluators and the content evaluators. From the development team rather, the material will go to the evaluators. How does this team how do these teams differ? How do they differ? The evaluators are involved, the editors are involved during the development, while the evaluators are involved after the development. That's supposed to be after na, kay buo na. It is emphasized in the depth ed. It is a numbered memo, but the guidelines is attached to that. That as of May 8, 2020, for our SLMs, the guidelines in the development of SLMs, ADM SLMs,
Question
it
mark.
is emphasized there that we have to select people as much as possible. The editor and the evaluator should not be one and the same person rather. The meaning, if one is an editor, one is a language editor, he or she cannot be the language evaluator. It doesn't sound, it is not a sound setup if siya ra ang nag-edit, siya ra sab ang mag-review sa iyang trabaho. Sakto? No? That's why, if one is the language editor already, do not put her or him again in the language evaluator. If he is or she is the content editor already, do not put him again as the content evaluator. Okay? Kaya nga naman, it's just like when you have your work proofread by the writers, of course, they could not spot anymore the errors or the things that needs to be improved. Do you agree with me? So that is the emphasis in the guidelines, ADM SLM guidelines. So I would like to remind everybody, especially our management team, kita raman sabjao, no, mga LR, mga supervisors, but I have been telling this particular reminder every time I get a chance. that dili gyud pareho ang evaluator and editor. If we recall in our contextualization, Sir Ricky, di ba, lahi gyud ang mag-language edit sa ato. In the contextualization, that is always a 10-day activity. I will just cite this example, no, so that you can visualize. In the first 3 days or 2 days of the contextualization, the writers or the contextualizers will work on the material. Hala, i-contextualize into Surigao nun. The language editors will come on the 3rd day. Who are these language editors? For Surigao nun, I'm speaking of the Surigao nun language. These language editors are not deaf-ed people. They are from the higher institution, higher educational institution, HEIs, and it is the national, the central office, the DepEd central office that identifies these people na mag-language edit sa ato contextualization. They come on the 3rd day and then they will get the works, the contextualized work of our contextualizers. Kung unsay ilang nahuman, sundon sa mga language editors. Then we will have a plenary on that. Mag-discuss, why is this word used here? Is there a better word for this here? Is this the most appropriate word to be used in this particular part? So that is the role of the language editors. Ang mga language reviewers, lahi na sab. No? It's just very basic. You cannot check your own work. You cannot evaluate your own work. If you are already the editor, do not evaluate your own work. So as much as possible, we scout for our talents. Because I understand, especially during this time, since last year, we run out of talents. Ug sa man nagkabalik-balik. But ideally, that should not be. Dili gyud dapat pareho ang editor sa evaluator. Not unless you exchange. If you are both well-versed in Filipino and English, pwede ka mo mag-exchange roles. You can be the editor for this material, and then sa next other material, you can be the evaluator, language evaluator, but not on the same material. I hope I'm clear about it. Thank you. Sir Ricky is raising his hand. Yes, Sir Rick, any reaction?
Yes, Ma'am Ching. Hello. That really was my confusion.
Hello, Sir Rick.
That really was my confusion. And this time, therefore, in the composition, yes, can I be heard?
Yes,
Hello?
correct. O, babati na. Kanina sagod putol-putol. Okay na, okay.
Okay, so Ma'am Ching, that was what I really wanted to ask, because the composition in my division is actually very different. So I'm the one that you said a while ago, the last line, which actually is a collision of the repeat performance work of or repeat work of my team, because the same editors in the development team will do the language evaluation, the content evaluation. It's just good that I tap two people, so one will serve as the editor and the other na lang will serve as the evaluator. At least to complement and to make it clearer. So I have to change the composition of my team this time. Salamat karadyo, Ma'am Ching, for the clearer view, and also Ma'am Gemma.
And Sir Rick, I was answering on the query whether the development team can be part also of management team, like in the person of yung focal person ng SPJ. Okay. If she is part of
sa akin kasi my point kasi, ma'am, is with ma'am, the editors, the evaluators, which actually will do the quality assurance of the work.
So you were not asking anymore whether a management team can be part of the development team.
No.
The
It's
editors
just
and
about
evaluators.
sa quality assurance na, ma'am. Sa quality assurance team.
Okay. Pero ang lilinawin ko lang ha, an
Yes, ma'am.
SPJ,
The one
a journalism coordinator of that division, is also part of the management team in the sa box natin sa.
Yes, ma'am. So with explanation of or clarification statements
Ma'am
of
Ching is right.
Ma'am Ching, it's now at least very clear now. And then on my end, I am going to do some kind of revision.
Dapat lang na iba yung editor, iba yung evaluator.
To redo the composition of my team.
Yes.
Salamat ka, Radyo, Ma'am Ching. Okay. Ma'am Gemma, salamat sa.
You're welcome, Sir Ricky. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am Ching, for the information of everybody. Ma'am Maripas Magno is our regional LR manager. Ma'am Lendi?
Yes, ma'am. I think there are no more questions here from our chat box, ma'am.
How about in our FB Live?
So far, ma'am, there's none from our FB Live.
Okay, thank you for that, Ma'am Lendi. Thank you for that information. Ma'am Jem, very well said po yung presentation ninyo. So,
all right, thank you so much. See you tomorrow for another round of topic.
Okay.
Thank you, Sir Larong. He just said he sent a message. I was not able to read it fully, but thank you anyway, Sir Larong, Dominic. The ID of Surigao City, Surigao del Norte. Basta. Taga dito si Ja.
Surigao del Norte.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am Glad, are there no more announcements? Or we will just... Okay, so I think that our first session or the first speaker delivered her task very comprehensive, and for that, we're very thankful to Ma'am Gemma. And of course, Ma'am Gemma will still talk another topic tomorrow. And so that ends our first session for this morning. And for this afternoon, we will start at exactly 2 o'clock. Please can have or please join the Google Meet before 2 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Break na po tayo and be back before 2 o'clock.